Here at the studio with Tony Choy, working on Synkronizity. Tired as hell, but having fun.
Making this band from the beginning, pretty much I just wanted it to be different. Needed people that help me express myself, and at the same time it's Synkronizity. You know, I wanted it to be a joint venture. I didn't want it to be just about myself, and that's what I was searching, and I found it. I found it in Santiago. I found it in Arbise Motif, Gonzales. I found it in Thompson. I mean, these are people. These are seasoned players. You know, this whole mixture of musicianship, youth, talent, matureness. I mean, you name it. It's just, and the name says it all. Synkronicity. Well, Agora is a progressive rock band that has all the elements of death metal, but also tech and fusion progressive rock, and but without the death metal vocals. It's basically a female-fronted band. Other than that, they had a short stint with Cynic and a short stint with several bands, done session work with a lot of death metal bands. I was at a point in my life where I wanted to do something other than Agora. I wanted to keep doing Agora, but I wanted to venture now into the actual full-on death metal scene as opposed to just the progressive rock. And at that same time, Tony gives me a call and goes, "Hey man, let's do a record together. Let's join forces and do something literally as tech as possible, but as brutal as possible." Working with somebody that is extremely professional and has an extreme amount of knowledge in the music world as a whole. I mean, Tony has done pop music, he's done hip hop, he's done dance music, he's done jazz fusion, he's done metal, you name it, he's done something. And we're going on the last day already, you know?
Well, I'm going to try to get a little with my camera.
Yeah. This is all brutal, you know?
El documentation has started.
Estamos documentating.
Estamos documentating.
You know, been involved in, you know, many genres of the music, you know, industry, you know, from Latin to hip hop. You know, just finished touring with a hip hop act, Pitbull, and you know, just not really been much like my involvement with the metal scene has not been much, but you know, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
That's badass, bro.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool,
It would
dude.
be cool to layer that sound with something else.
Yeah, another sound.
Got off a tour, a year-and-a-half tour with Pitbull, and I feel like those fans are gonna be like, you know, super stoked to see, you know, what I'm gonna, you know, do with the whole metal thing and the pop fans as well. So I feel like I feel like it's gonna be super cool to see, you know, the people's reactions, fans' reactions, and you know, I can't wait. Ultimately, he's just putting on a show. You know, I feel like you know, as a keyboard player, which will be my main job in Synkronicity. I don't think people are ready to see what you know, the type of show that I'll be putting on the stage. You know, with keyboards and doing some guitars as well. I'm a guitar player as well, percussionist as well. So, you know, just be on the lookout.
Playing drums since the age of 9. I live in Texas. I played for King Diamond, and Shaman Death Squad, and Agora, and now Synkronicity.
I can do it. That one. Yeah, that's Death Human.
I'm a generalist as far as music goes. Music is like food to me. I don't always want a salad, you know. Sometimes I want a steak. So I feel the same way about music. I like to play a little bit of everything.
Yeah, alright.
I'd say about a year and a half ago, I saw an ad on Blabbermouth that Agora was looking for a drummer. I knew all about Agora because I've always been a big fan of Death and Cynic and the South Florida scene in general. So when I saw the ad that they were looking for a drummer, I called him right away, man, and we hit it off. And I did the Agora, and then that led to this, the Synkronicity.
I gotta fix that. The word's wrong. The fourth one.
This one, and okay, here we go.
Like an announce you say, this is what some got.
It's not something that happened overnight, but it's finally here. We you know, we have an idea, name, songs, the band, you know, is here, is ready to go. So, you know, as you can see, we're, you know, just, you know, finishing up the, you know, the final touches on the production.
What I like about this music is that we're bringing a very Latin and cultural and musical steak, you know, steak and potatoes and black beans and rice to the metal world, which that has never been done. The album, exactly, it's the album to express that want, you know, that something that you've always wanted to lash out and you know, just give it your all, you know, like I said, no boundaries, you know, we have no limits here. We could go crazy as crazy can be, and we could be as musicians could be, and we could be as heavy can be.